Just thought I'd do a quick video of my powder coating experiment. I tried the dry tumble, the wet tumble, acetone, lighter fluid, butane, everything you could think of, and I just wasn't having success with it. I did not try the one where you put those white BBs in, which that might work pretty good. But you know, now I said screw it. I went out and I bought a Harbor Freight powder coat gun. I never powder coated before. I never painted or anything like that. But it came out pretty good, and just thought I'd tell you about the process of how I did it. This is just a standard, you know, copper bullet. This is a Hornady AMAX. I think it's 208 grain AMAX bullet. And then here's my lead cast bullets that I've been casting. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like mounted up. And then here's my two. I did a red. Looks like a lipstick tube. Did a red. And then I did a yellow. The yellow, it was dark out. So I do these in 2 passes. So I didn't get the top coat done too good there. But I do it in 2 passes. Here's the ones I did. The bullets. And you can see the yellow. It's a little bit lighter right now. It's still got powder coat on it. But it's a little bit lighter there. Because again, it was dark out and I really couldn't see it. So that's all that is. I got a little bit of extra powder on that because I did them all together. But here's a plate that I made right here. I made this on the mill. I use an end mill and a drill. I use the end mill to drill in first because you got to set the bullets in. How I did it was I set them in first like this so that it's flush. So I took the end mill and did my first pass and made it flush so the bullets could sit. Or actually, no. That's not what I did. Well, I did use the end mill first and then I used the drill bit. The drill bit went in to hold it nose down. And I did it first nose down because I wasn't sure that I was actually going to coat the tips, because a lot of guys are leaving the tips uncoated because the part that leads your bore and your gas tube is in here. But I figured, what the heck. So first I coated them like that, dropped them all in, and coated them with this end down like this. And I used, you notice there's not a lot of paint or powder coat on here. Because what I did was I hosed the whole thing down with PAM. I put PAM all over it so that the powder coat wouldn't stick. Surfaced it up. And this is just a plate of 60, 61 aluminum. I think this will do 95 rounds. And then what I do is I pull them out. Let them cool off. This plate holds a lot of flipping heat. Let them cool off. Pull them out. I wipe the tips with acetone after, because all that oil gets on the tips. And then after I put acetone on, I put them in like that. Whoops. Put them in like that, and then I spray the tips and throw them in for a second coat. And it comes out pretty good. This plate works really well. I'll probably maybe I'll make a couple of these, and then when I got a batch in there, then I'll throw a second batch in. I got about 800 or so pieces of lead that I poured that I need to get powder coated. But like I said, the yellows didn't come out great, but those are still shootable. And this is a 230 grain 308 for the blackout. That looks pretty cool. And one of the things I like is you could do, because let me show you something here. I've got 3 different bullets loaded up on the Hornady. One's a 155, one's a 208, and one's a 110. They're all AMAX bullets. You don't know what you're shooting. You got subsonic and sonic rounds there, and then you could powder coat them so that you know instantly whether you got a subsonic or a sonic round. Well, I'm sure you mark your mags anyway, but that's just an added layer of safety right there. Powder coat it, and then you know what you're shooting. Subsonics, which, you know, probably use the red one for supersonic. But I also have 2 more colors I haven't tried yet, black and white. So there's 4 colors from Harbor Freight. The price is $3.99 a pound for the powder, which is going to last forever. and I got the gun on sale today for 52 bucks.